Hey guys, how's it going? Great, great night for a walk. In fact, as I'm looking at myself in this, I realize that it's what they call, I think it's almost magic hour, which means my complexion looks lovely and and my skin looks really, really good. So I'll get out of the sun here, so it's not magic hour anymore. I wanted to talk to you about an interesting topic. I had a discussion today with a colleague at my day job, and I don't know how we got on the topic. Oh, he was talking to someone, a woman there who does some yoga classes. So we got into talking about yoga and just kind of those types of things, yoga and meditation and stuff. And we talked about the idea of, well, I was trying to explain to him that we have all these, well, he was trying to understand what is I guess maybe the objective of yoga. Like I was trying to teach him how to do yoga. And in the process, he asked, like, okay, so do I just sit there and do I try to block block the thoughts out of my mind, and do I just, is it? He was trying to find, how, is it active? You know what I mean? Like, is it something you have to do? And I'm like, well, no, you just sit there, and you sit there, and the objective, really, from my understanding of it and what's helped me, is to just sit there, be quiet, and observe your thoughts. And once you're able to observe your thought, oh God, what a gorgeous sunset. I wonder if I can spin this around for you guys. Maybe not. I can do it this way. You might be blinded now, though. I don't know, but it's such a gorgeous sunset. Anyway, so the idea is to just sit there and observe your thoughts. And an idea came up that I told him that really was powerful for me, is the idea that and I think I might have mentioned this before, but we've adapted from prey animals. We are not predators. So think about that. I'm just going to stand here in this glow here, because it's so gorgeous. We are not predators. We are prey animals. So this idea, which was shared to me by a coach of mine about a year ago, really changed my thought process and how I was thinking about my thoughts. I see so much out there with people really fighting their thoughts and calling them evil and challenging them, and they're not part of me, and really, really fighting and pushing away. And what we resist persists. And our thoughts are not foreign. They are part of us. They are a necessary adaptation for us to survive. They were very important for us when we were running around, being hunted by other predators, saber-toothed tigers or whatever. And but now that we're in this modern society, they don't serve us as much, in modern days, because we get triggered by things, but they're there to protect us. So just knowing that, for me, was like very, very helpful, because it kind of initially lessened my battle with them, in thinking that I had to struggle and I had to fight to get rid of these and get these foreign, invaders, and I was possessed and all kinds of things like that, which I see a lot of talk about that out there. So no, really, they're just most of them are I don't think let's, instead of calling them fearful thoughts, let's just call them cautious thoughts, because they're designed to keep us safe from predators or from our environment. They are not bad. So I think just again, they are not bad. They're just thoughts. We, in our conscious mind, choose to put a story around those thoughts, whether they're good or bad. And really, it's just a story. Thoughts are thoughts. So I just wanted to bring that point across. And then he was talking about the idea of, and we had this discussion, and it's like, okay, so what let's see, how was it worded? What would I do in my life, or what would I do if I wasn't afraid? So just sit with that for a couple minutes. I'm asking you guys. I asked myself, and he asked himself, and now I'm asking you. This is a really vital, important question to ask yourself, because there's nothing to be afraid of. There really isn't. Other than life and death type of things, the majority of us, probably the people that I'm speaking to, have some type of shelter, have some type of, income. They have food, they have water, they have the basic needs of life. And they probably have more than that because you're online and you have time to actually look at this stuff. So there's nothing to be afraid of, So what would you do if you didn't have any fear, if you weren't afraid of whatever it is that you're afraid of? How would you change your life? I can't just wait for an answer because nobody's going to answer me because I'm staring at a screen right now. So I shouldn't be waiting for an answer. But, it's a hypothetical question to ask yourself. What would you do if you, had the ability to just wipe out all fear? What would you do with your life? And that really it can be your reality. Things happen to us in life. Shit happens, right? We have car accidents, and there's there's injuries, and people die, and stuff happens, right? But us being afraid of it happening, or concerned that it may happen, or worry about stuff all the time, doesn't change the fact that it's going to happen or not. In fact, I believe it actually draws it more toward us in some way. So being free of those fears of whatever it is, money, relationships, job, that's freedom. We have freedom right here in us. We have freedom. Another client of mine was talking about freedom the other day. I asked her what she wanted, and she said freedom. So that kind of, I was thinking about that too. So really, we have freedom. It's just we have to take the freedom, and that is in the process. And the way we do that is to recognize our thoughts, and recognize the cautious thoughts or the fearful thoughts, whatever you want to call them, and not put stories around them, not let them grab onto us and have us be directed in a fearful way to whatever is going on. We need to make a choice and decide how we want our lives to be. And once we understand and we feel and we recognize our thoughts, that's power. We can do that. And then fear goes away. Right, and it's not like you're invincible or something like that. That's kind of being stupid. There has to be caution and about things. But if you were in that situation, maybe someone was approaching you and they were going to hurt you or your loved one or something like that. If you were able to take away that fear, for one thing, what it would do is it would totally center you, and you would be right there present, and you wouldn't have tunnel vision, and you would be able to react to the situation very calmly and appropriately, because you wouldn't have the nervousness about what would happen and what could happen if I do this and what could happen if I do that. So that's just an instance of where you could take away fear and what could happen. But in everyday life, what would you do if fear was gone? With your job, with your relationships, with what you wanted to do in life, right? That's it. Just wanted to pose that question because it really, having that conversation with that gentleman made me think about it today. And then I said, oh my God, it's such a gorgeous day. It's like 50 degrees out here. I'm going to take a walk. And I'm going to show you this really cool sunset again. Excuse me. I wish I could switch the camera. It would be easier, but I can't. So I'm just going to change. Oops. I'm just going to switch this and show you this really cool sunset, and then I'm going to sign off, and you guys have an awesome night. And stop being afraid. Okay. Okay. Enjoy that moment of Zen. I hope it looked as cool in the camera as it does for me right now. Okay. I'm going to enjoy the, what is it called? The magic hour. And look at my complexion a little bit more here before I sign off. You guys have an awesome night, and I'll catch you next time. If you are afraid, seriously, if you are afraid, get in touch with me. I can help you with that. If you have any types of issues with stress and anxiety or anything related to that, get in touch with me. I can help you with that. I've done it, and that's what I'm doing for people now. So, sensei at de-stress-dojo, sensei at de-stress-dojo.com, or you can just click the little button on Facebook that gets you on a call with me, a free 20-minute call. It's usually longer than 20 minutes because I tend to like talk, as you might know. You might have noticed in my videos. I just like to talk to people. So it's probably going to be longer than 20 minutes, but it's going to be 20 minutes anyway. And then, yeah, so get on a call with me. That's probably the best way. Just get on a call with me, and we can talk about things. Yeah, that's it. So everybody have an awesome night, and I will catch you next time. Bye.